I have agreed to monitor this building in Prešov. Not to cause any nervousness, but to excite those who have decided to go to this monumental work. I was here in January and April. I even had the opportunity not so long ago, because we were flying over Slovakia, to see the building from above. And it is evident at what great pace those who are responsible for the construction of the hospital are able to proceed. And above all, they are able to achieve their planned goals. I want to very explicitly, highlight the economic and social nihilism spread by the media, and unfortunately by the representatives of the business sector, and above all our political opponents. I have had 2 days of such silence at home, so I have had the opportunity to monitor even more intensively what is being written, what is actually being said. But if I did not know what the country looks like and what is happening here, I have a feeling that a dog has died here, that nothing is happening, absolutely nothing. But the truth is somewhere else. How can someone say that we do not have investments? If we do not have them, here you have 600 million in investments. We are building a huge factory near Serrano, which we will need to support electromobility. If the Minister of Transport, Josef Ras, had more money available, we would be able to expand Slovakia even more. We have really done everything to make Slovakia grow positively. I would like to thank the citizens of the Slovak Republic for the level of tolerance they show when they walk around Slovakia. They are exposed to various obstacles, especially when building road infrastructure. Next, it is said that we have a low economic growth. We have forgotten, ladies and gentlemen, that Slovakia is one of the most open-minded economies in the world, and that we are extremely committed to what is happening in countries like Germany. If we have a low economic growth, let's take a look at what is happening in Germany, and what the Germans are going to do to survive. I would rather not talk about how nothing works, and nothing is. Of course, every country has its own pain. But I have to say that this nihilism, this supporting of everything, is fundamental. Ladies and gentlemen, the most modern hospital is being built. The decision was made quite quickly. First of all, the hospital was transformed into a military hospital, so that the Ministry of Defense could enter this project with its own resources. This is also a great example of the fact that these resources can be used in other ways than to buy weapon systems. Therefore, it is important that a significant part of the budget of the Ministry of Defense can be used to build a military hospital. As you know, when we talk about military hospitals, it is not a facility that will be flattened and only soldiers will go there. A hospital like this, like the one in Ružomberka, like the one in Bratislava, will be completely open to the public. It will, first of all, secure the north and possibly the east of Slovakia, while the hospital in Košice will focus on the south and other parts of this region. Where are we? I don't want to be stingy, but you know that I was here in Prešov at the opening of the academic year. There was a man sitting next to me whom I did not know, but later he was introduced to me. He told me when I wanted to praise him that he had seen the perfect building of the hospital. He said, "You have an 8-week residence." I'm sorry, a normal residence, but we are talking about 8 weeks. A residence? What is it with such a huge building? It is enough to be 2 days warmer and the residence is equipped. The Ministry of Defense has things set up so that the basic goal of the year 2027 is met, so that in 2027 the hospital is always ready for discharge. Secondly, the planned discharge of the hospital corresponds to what was said. That's why I'm here. I want to encourage the construction workers and the Ministry of Defense. I will be back in January or February after the next 4 or 5 months because the progress is evident. When I talk to the locals, they are all very happy that there is a modern hospital. It could look like this if we manage the financial consequences that are at our disposal.